Determine the equation of the line formed by joining the 2 points. So let us begin. Now, in order to find out the equation of a line, whenever we are provided with 2 points, we can use the 2-point form of a line. So let's quickly go through the 2-point form of a line. So let's say we have 2 points with the coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Then the equation of the line, which is passing through these 2 points, will be given by y minus y1 equals to, we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 whole multiplied to x minus x1. So let us begin. So here, let's suppose that the point a t1 comma a over t1, let's say this corresponds to the point x1 comma y1. So this would mean that the value of x1 will be a t1 and y1 will correspond to the value a over t1. And we are going to suppose that the other point with coordinates a t2 comma a over t2, so let's say this is equivalent to x2 comma y2. So this would mean that x2 is going to correspond to a t2 and y2 is going to correspond to a over t2. Now, what we can do, now that I have the values of x1, y1, x2 and y2, we can substitute this into our 2-point form. So now we will get the equation of the line. So we have y minus y1. So y1 will be a over t1 equals to, now we need a y2 minus y1. So that means we have a over t2 minus a over t1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that's a t2 minus a t1 whole multiplied to x minus x1. So that's going to be a t1. Fine. So now we have y minus a over t1. This will be equals to, so we'll take a as the common factor. So this will get multiplied to t1 minus t2 divided by t1 times t2 whole divided by, so we'll factor out a as, so we'll have a times t2 minus t1. That will be multiplied to x minus a times t1. So that gives us y minus a over t1. So we can factor out a from the numerator and denominator. We can also factor out t1 minus t2 from the numerator and denominator. However, in the denominator, we have t2 minus t1. So that means we'll have a negative as the common factor. We have negative times 1 over t1 times t2 whole multiplied to x minus a t1. So we'll cross multiply with t1 times t2 with y minus a t1. So we get y times t1 times t2 minus a times t2 equals to negative x plus a t1. So let's rearrange the terms. We get x plus y times t1 times t2 minus a, if we'll take a as the common factor, we have minus a times t1 plus t2 equals to 0. So this is going to be the required equation of the line, which is formed by joining the 2 points a t1 comma a over t1 and a t2 comma a over t2.